Ooh, good morning. Good morning to YouTube and good morning TikTok. Good to have you guys with us early this morning, 7:30. Nothing going on with our penny stocks here this morning. Nothing major. Of course, we had CDTX from last night in after hours, and that did fairly well. It went up into the 17s. That was a pretty nice trade. And then we had AIRE. That was another one that we picked up in after hours yesterday. And it's done well this morning. Let me click over real quick and take a look at it again. We pushed up to that 170 mark, which is such a critical point for us, and it fell down. A couple of more pennies, and I'm going to let go if it drops any more here. And we were watching BRFH. I don't know if you guys caught that one this morning or not. Good morning, Sean. Good morning, Sheila, Kathy. Hey, hello. Good morning, Jay Crump. Good morning to you. And hello from USSR. JR, good morning. User, good morning. Scott Hammonds, good morning to you. It is slow, Scott. It is very, very, very slow. Time Vans, good morning. Stever, good morning to you as well. Glad to have everybody with us this morning, bright and early. Good morning on YouTube. Taxa. Are you Haitian? No, I am not. What are we doing today? Well, today we are watching stocks, and we are trying to find some decent runners here in. I am new to this stream, so you need Amy. Yes, if you'd like to subscribe to the channel, absolutely. Feel free. Doesn't cost you a thing to subscribe. Good morning, Stever. Nothing really going on. Nothing going on this morning. We've had, let's see, I got one more press release here. Let me read this off. Advances Radiation Therapy Solutions. Fluff news. I've had, we've gotten 41 press releases so far. 41. And it's all fluff. All fluff, junk news. There's a couple of them moving up. PCSA is moving up. PCSA, that's moving up on a little bit. CYCC, let's take a look at that one. PCSA still moving up. Still pushing. It's at 205 now. ILAG trending down still. AIRE 159, 160 on the ask. Take a look at CYCC. BRFH. That was another one that we watched this morning. I don't know if you guys caught that or not. It went from 153 to $5 in 1 minute. It was insane. Dividend is next. Good morning, T-Bird. Good morning, Silver Fox. What's the pre-market on SPY? It is down right now. It's down to 502. It's down about $3.30. It's in the red right now. XBI is as well. Nothing happening on the micro float list. BRFH, still waiting for that. It's consolidating right now. As you can see on my chart, it's going sideways. It's been going sideways since about 7:25 this morning. So we're going to keep a very, very, very close eye on that. PCSA from 193 to 223. Very nice. PCSA. Popping. Coming back down a little bit. What a nice little climb on that stock, though, from 177 to 233. That's not a bad climb. BRFH still coming down. I want to see that get down into the ones somewhere. That would be nice. JEPQ, buy the dip. No news on BRFH. Let's see. Kim, good morning, Jeff. Woke up to 30 degrees. Oh my gosh. Good morning. Oompa Loompa, good morning to you. Cristiano, good morning. Hopefully you guys are catching some of these stock runners this morning. There's not very many of them. BRFH had a nice climb immediately this morning, but man, it's coming down hard right now. PCSA still pushing up. It's still trying. It might try to push up over that 226. It's at 225. The ask price is kind of all over the place on that one. Wise guys, 22 degrees there. Oh my. Oh my. And I thought it was cold here. PCSA 234. It pushed past that 226 and blew up nicely. Look at that. 235. Hope you got some of that. Ryan got in on that one at $1.93. All right, let's see what else is going up. Let's see. Looks like Agba's got a little bit of a green candle started there. That's encouraging. AIRE, yes, that's at 152. 154. 150 is my mental stop loss on that, just FYI. ILAG, air, nothing, air, 155. Waiting for that to hit 150. That'll be my stop loss, and that's on the one I'm talking about. My mental stop loss is AIRE. picked that up in after hours yesterday. So I've still got a pretty decent entry on that. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. PCSA still trying to climb up. This is climbing on, they got a new price target announced, $8 price target. So it's getting some legs here this morning. Typically, price target changes like that don't push stocks up like this. Perhaps there's some other news on it from another source, but all I'm seeing is price target change. But news is news, and if it's going to go up on fluff news, then that's okay. Good morning, Roberta. Florida Flex, I'm in air at 97. Nice. Good morning. What time is it? It's evening in India. It is 7:44 a.m. here in sunny Florida. BRFH is crashing. BRFH down to 221, 220. Like I said, I want to see that down in the ones. Let's see if we can get it to break down below $2. ILAG still coming down. Air not looking real healthy on air. AIRE. But I'm going to hold out until 150, and then I'm going to say goodbye to it. Good morning, money. Good morning. So PCSA, we've got some folks making money on that one this morning. So far, nice little run up here from $1.77, and we touched $2.45. So it's been a nice little run up. Been enjoying that. Everything else seems to be having trouble here. SBFM falling hard. BRFH. I want that below 2. PCSA, come on, push up. I don't have a lot else that's really moving too much. CDTX. Now that was our mover in after hours yesterday. That was the really good money maker yesterday. After hours treated that one really well. And of course the Wolfpack was on top of that. That stock went from $12 roughly when we noticed it all the way up to $18.79. That was a nice climb. That was a nice one. Oh, let's go back here to see what else is moving. I don't see a whole lot. Let's see, we got some news here. Trump media renews its assault on short sellers. But the math just doesn't add up. That's what the headline is. It said that the data is showing that the short sales were stable while the price was tanking. They were blaming short sellers, and the data is not showing that short sellers were the cause of that. So, of course, they're going to throw a fit. that's too funny. Good morning, Lisa. VRAX. TBST generated approximately 50 million during the first quarter of 2024. Take a look at VRAX, VRAX. VRAX. Let's take a look at VRAX. Huge. 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 SD Pharma provides update from Sally News Partnership. 6+1 for Huge. Don't see any volume there yet on Huge. Just kind of sitting there. What else? Let's go back to volume, sort these by volume. BRFH. Where is this thing going to bottom out? I'd love to see this below $2. I lag trying. Air. There's my 150. Come on. Looks like I might get stopped out here on air if this thing doesn't reverse very, very quickly. Good morning. Russell Brown, 9:47 p.m. Are we looking the market? Yes, we are looking at the market. We are trying to find us some press releases. We like to trade on press releases. And we're not finding too many of them. Let's see. We got air back up to 155. That's a blessing. I didn't have to let that one go. Robert Cotter, good morning. Thank you for hitting the follow button. Creative Tiger, I do appreciate that very, very much. And thank you for hitting the subscribe button on YouTube. Much appreciated also. You guys are awesome. We're very excited to have people being a part of our community. PCSA still pushing. Look at that beautiful climb on PCSA. I know you guys are glad that you got into that one this morning. That one has not disappointed. That's been a bright spot in the morning so far. That one is not disappointing. All right. 252. Where is this thing going to top off at? Rick says PCSA is going to 3. Could he be right? Mila, good morning. Mind Profile, good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning to everybody on YouTube. And I apologize if I missed saying good morning to you when you logged in and said hi. I get distracted watching the markets here, and gets tough going back and forth. Let me turn this around for you so you can see what I'm talking about. We've got the markets going on here. I've got a screen in front of me, and we're trying to watch the markets for all of you, finding those runners. CYCC. CYCC has been mentioned a couple of times here this morning. You definitely should be watching that one. Like I've said many times, anytime somebody in the community posts a stock on our message thread, whether it's on YouTube or TikTok or on the message thread on the website, definitely go check it out. You may not agree with what's been typed in there. You may think it's not that great of a pick, but it's always worth going to check it out. I'm telling you, we've got a lot of folks here. We've got over 1,000 people in this community, and we have a lot of eyes on the market, a lot of eyes looking around, finding things beyond what I'm finding. And they all bring it to the same place and bring it into the group. And if you're paying attention, you can catch some really, really cool runners. So always pay attention to those. And how about CYCC? Now, didn't we tell you? Good morning. Good morning again. Good morning, Vicki. What did we tell you? We mentioned CYCC to you. That stock was down around 258. The first time it got mentioned. And right now it's at 392. Could not have asked for a better pick. And CYCC is on our micro float list. Is that still a micro float? I've still got it on the list, but I'm seeing Rick's saying it's at 1.1 million. CYCC. Yeah, I've still got like 900,000. Ryan took CYCC from $2.96 to $3.70. What time do you start your live stream? We start the live stream on the website at 6:45 a.m. Eastern time. I don't come on to TikTok till about 7:30. Ryan says, I listened. LOL. Good. That's what I'm talking about. When somebody in the group mentions a stock, you've got to go at least take a look at it. That stock got mentioned, and it was around $2.67, and it ran up to $4.05. Nice little profit. Rick, everybody paid attention to your CYCC. Beautiful, beautiful mention. That's what community trading, group trading, that's what it's all about. Yes, Beach Bum, you can trade pre-market on TOS. Absolutely. Absolutely, you can. Fish. Sharifa? Can't read that. Good morning. Good morning to everybody on YouTube. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hitting the subscribe button. I really appreciate it. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe. And we really do appreciate you having the time to come over and check it out and be a part of it. It's much, much appreciated. We are picking out stock runners. And so far, we've had a couple of really good ones. PCSA is coming down. That one looks like it maxed out at 253. So I would assume, like most of our community knows, when you saw this thing having trouble here, if you rode that up for that entire beautiful run, when you saw it having trouble, you locked in profit. Didn't worry about where it was going to go. If it happened to curl back up, you saw it having trouble and you locked in profit. CYCC still pushing. Remember, this is a micro float stock. What app do you use to trade? I use E-Trade as my primary trading platform. I also have a Webull account, and I use that primarily. So if there's something really amazing happening at 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, I can trade with that. E-Trade doesn't allow trading until 7 a.m. Ooh, look at the press releases coming in. You dirty bastards here. ACHR agreement, $100 million to accelerate commercial air taxi operations. Take a look at ACHR. Take a look at Bivy going up a little bit, BIVI. SPCB receives $5 million in new orders from European governments. SPCB. Let's see something else that's moving. Anything else that's moving. SPCB is looking pretty decent so far. We'll see how that pans out. CHPT, nothing there. Now remember, watch the comments. Watch the people calling out stuff. 8 o'clock is a big news time here. And I'm busy reading off news and not able to look at the comments all the time. ACHR news. So if you see somebody comment on something, it's worth taking a look at. IINN receives CSA certification of compliance to U.S. standards for Inspire. MDWD presenting data on a phase 2 study at 3 leading wound care conferences. SPCB, yes. SPCB, we read that one off to you the second it came out. Hopefully you're getting some of that or got some of that. Let's go click through these very quickly here. SPRT financials, board of directors change, skill, junk, SGHC, first quarter financials, EGIO, nothing there, AC, financials, change in company officers, webinars, new chief customer officer, conference May 14th, new chief financial officer, New person on the board of directors. Annual report. Lab, LAB, announces operational restructuring plan to drive long-term profitable growth. That's going up a little bit, but not much volume there. Nothing there. Micro Showcase. RKDA announces date of financials. Financials. Real estate. Nothing there. Nothing there. SPCB seems to be doing okay. Let me get rid of all these press releases. Man, I got a ton of press releases right there at 8 o'clock. And unfortunately, there was only a couple of them that even looked promising. The vast majority, I'm going to say 98%, was all fluff junk press releases. And that happens. TCN, here's another one. Announced receipt of Investment Canada Act approval to take private by Blackstone Real Estate for $11.25 a share. All right. RKDA announces date of first quarter financials. Retiring, therefore resigning the company's board of directors. BTM, Bitcoin Depot announces strategic investment from Sopri Capital. As part of the investment, Sopri Capital has purchased 2.9 million Class A common shares and is now one of the company's largest independent shareholders. That's on BTM, but there's no volume on the stock. 6,300 shares, so not much there. All right. Another press releases here. Boy, they're still coming in. VNDA board, a new person on the board of director. Lab, operational restructuring plan. We already read that one. Good grief. 84 press releases. PAPL news. ACTG. First quarter financials. ACTG research. First quarter financials. Man, most of these are first quarter financials that are going to be announced on May 8th and May 9th. So May 8th and May 9th, make sure that you have dry powder ready to go on May 8th and May 9th. Your hairline is eroding. You betcha it is. At 61 years old, I hope you have as much hair as I do, my friend. I'd be willing to bet you don't. PAPL, CMPX. Yeah, they get a little froggy on YouTube. YouTube's got a whole different breed of animal, if you will. Got some really great people on there, but there are some very strange people in there. Yeah, that was on YouTube. Thunderstorm. No, I am not. Oh, okay, you thought I was 40 and I was losing my hair at 40. All right. We got 3 IPOs. Thank you for that, Sandy. 3 IPOs today. MRX, if you're interested in IPOs, MRX, LOAR, and RBRK. RBRK. All right. Air, are you still in air? Yes, I sure am. 150, having it drop below 150, as I was saying early, dropping below 150, that was my mental stop loss. And as you can see, it smacked 150 and went right back up again. So it saved us from having to sell. What do you get your press releases on? Well, I get a lot of mine personally off of eTrade Pro. That's the platform that I use. And every stock that's on my watch list, I get notification of that stock has a press release. And I've got about 2,100 stocks on that list. So I get a lot of press releases. But beyond that, our community, we're all together in the same place. We're on the website, and we have a lot of our community is out scouring different platforms than what I am. We've got people using FinViz. We got people using Yahoo News, Finance, Yahoo Finance, Bazinga Pro. We've got people using Momo Screener. We've got a lot of our community is using different sources, and anytime any of them find a press release, the second it comes out, they comment on our message thread. And so we have immediate access to those press releases the second they come out. And it gives us at least the opportunity to go look at it and decide if we want to get in. And many times we can get into a stock that's going to run on a press release. We can get in within the first minute of that run, which is really, really sweet. Which is really, really, really sweet. Because how many times have you seen a stock run and you look at it and it's up 140%, and you do a little bit of research into that stock and you realize that the company put out a press release and that's why it went up so high. But you also notice that the press release came out 35 minutes ago and you missed it. That's the advantage of trading as a group like this. We can get information so quick as a group, much faster than you can get it on your own. When you're by yourself, you got one set of eyes. You can only search so much, and you spend more time searching than you do trading. OPTN. 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 Everybody's hollering at me. OPTN. Take a look at it. Popping up on the news. So that's the advantage of being part of the group. You get the press releases quick. No, you don't miss when I say buy the stock, because I don't ever tell anybody to buy a stock. Yes, OPTN, Thomas. They just notified me that it was going up. It had a press release that came out. We read off the press release. Press release came out an hour ago. and it did nothing. The stock did absolutely nothing on the press release. So we just sort of pushed it off to the side. But all of a sudden, about 12 minutes ago, it started to get a little life in it, and it started climbing up. And it went from 99 cents to $1.19 pretty quick. It's up at 116 right now. Yeah, I don't ever tell anybody to buy anything. I am not a licensed financial advisor. I'm not a licensed broker. I can't tell you what to buy, when to buy, how much to buy, when to sell. I can't tell you any of that stuff. It would not be legally responsible of me to do that, to act as a broker, since I am not licensed to be one. But I can tell you, however, which stocks are hot. I can tell you which ones have press releases that may decide to take off running. And then it's up to you to make the decision on whether or not you get in or don't get in. So always remember, I may tell you stock XYZ has a press release, just came out, FDA approval on a phase 3, all in primary endpoints met. That should be a clue to you that that's really good news. And that's definitely something I want to go look at, and I want to look at it now, because we know from experience that kind of news can drive a stock bananas. And so you want to get in, as quickly as you can. So my job is not to tell you what to get into. It's just to give you the information and say, hey, this stock just had a press release, and it's really good press release. With a wink, wink, if you know what I mean. And then I can give you my analysis. I can give you my analysis on the chart and how I think the stock is doing. We can do a rundown on volume and price movement and support, resistance. And I can give you my knowledge and my experience as to what I'm seeing that's happening in real time with the stock and what I think is happening. And you can use that information to your benefit. But I can't tell you when to get in, when to get out, how much to buy, what to do with your money. If you ask me, hey, I got in at $1.20, should I sell? I'm just going to tell you that's up to you. Here's what I think the stock's going to do based on the chart. Now you have to make the decision. I can't tell you how to do that. That would be irresponsible of me. MRT. OPTN, Ryan took it from 110 to 120. Got his dime. MRT. Press release announces amendment to up to $2.5 million share repurchase program. So MRT just put out a press release. They're buying $2.5 million on a share repurchase program. Tina. Okay, ROIV announces positive Neptune study results, as well as broad authorization for up to $1.5 billion share repurchase program, including repurchase of entire Sumitomo Pharma stake for $648 million. Read that press release and see what you think. The stock is at $10.99 right now. There's no volume there, only 500 159 shares have been traded. So there's not a lot of volume. But I think the news is at least worthy of going and at least reading it. HFFG has a new chief financial officer. A lot of this news is really fluffy. It's just, so you're saying, I just got that, Tina. I'm right along there with you with the Dumb and Dumber. So you're saying there's a chance. Oh, shoot. MRT, boom. MRT. God, this is getting funner and funner. Is funner a word? It sounds funny when you say it too many times. Funner, 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 funner. That's the 12-year-old in me. SPCB still trying to push its way back up. BRFH. Looks like it may have found a bottom down there at $2. PCSA still coming down. NUWE not doing anything. OPTN still trying. CDTX, nothing. MRT, Tilray, not seeing. Good morning, Depressed. Jensen, talking about stocks here this morning, unless we get off subject. Tina has a way of bringing me off subject. And darn good. Darn good's darn good at that. Getting me off subject. Which I love, by the way. Brad, MMTC. Well, let's hope that these volume runners here this morning don't decide to tank on us when the market opens. That usually happens. BRFH pushing back up. I think it may have found a bottom. We wanted that below $2. Do you remember me saying that? Do you remember me saying we wanted to get BRFH below $2? If we could get it below $2, that's where it was attractive to me. Did you get BRFH? Yes, I sure did. And you got it at 202. See, Ryan was paying attention. I didn't even have to say, buy that stock. He was paying attention. I just simply mentioned that I liked it below $2. And when it got down to $2, Ryan said, I think I'll take some of that at $2. And now it's at $2.35. Which stock had the $600 million buy? Mac? I don't remember, to be quite honest with you. I read so many press releases, man, and I blow through them so quickly sometimes. I call them out, mention them, and then my brain goes on to the next one. And I hope that everybody's paying attention and got their pen and papers out and they're jotting it down when I mention something that sounds interesting. I don't remember which one that was. ROIV was the one. Okay. Yeah, and it still hasn't done anything. It's gotten a little bit of volume since that press release came out, but it really hasn't done anything. It'll be interesting to see what happens with it when the market opens. Good morning once again to everybody on YouTube. Appreciate everybody. Thank you for hitting the subscribe button to our channel. If you'd like to be a part of what we're doing, and that includes you guys on TikTok, thank you so much for hitting the follow button. We really, really appreciate it. And the more people that we can get in our community, the better off we are as a community. And no matter how many people we add to our community, it still feels like, and I don't want to use the term too loosely, but it does feel like a family. It does feel, at least it does to me. And maybe that's because I have a connection with each person that subscribes to the live stream, but it just feels like a family to me. And it's something I enjoy. Every morning I enjoy getting online every morning and seeing all the names popping up. It just feels like I have a close connection with each person, and I hope you guys feel that way as well. And it's just an amazing group of people, an amazing community, and a family, and I really appreciate all you guys. SPCB climbing. Right. Well, hopefully some of you, I know some of you made money on that one already. SPCB earlier on that first pop. But it is climbing back up again. We're getting new highs here. So this is really, really awesome. JJ. Well, thank you very much, everybody. I subscribed, Viking Woman. Well, thank you very much for subscribing to the YouTube channel. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Really, really do. And I hope that doesn't sound fake or phony, because I really do appreciate when people subscribe to the YouTube channel or they hit the follow button on TikTok. It really means a lot. And if you'd like to be a part, Washtub, there's a lot of good ones. If you're just starting out, I would suggest Webull, Webull, just like it sounds, Webull. I think that's a great starter place. They've got a really great phone app if you trade off your phone or desktop. A lot of information on that app. The phone app is very, very user friendly. I think it's really user friendly and easy to buy, easy to sell. A lot of great technical information on each stock that you're looking at. I think it's a great starter place, and I would highly recommend it. And I don't get paid to say that. If you guys would like to be a part of the Wolfpack community, don't hesitate to subscribe to the live trading on the website, wolfpackcommunity.com. Wolfpackcommunity.com. Just like it sounds. There's a link on my channel on YouTube, and there's a link on my profile on TikTok right below the picture, wolfpackcommunity.com. Pop over to the website, subscribe to the live trading, and then you can join us in the mornings at 6:45 a.m. Eastern Time. I know that's early if you're on Central Time or Mountain Time, Pacific Time. That's really early in the morning, but that's when pre-market action is. So let's give you the 8:30s here before we say goodbye. Let's see. LRHC acquires 10th real estate brokerage franchisee with revenue of $4.7 million. That's LRHC. VTGN. Positive results on a phase 2 pilot study. VTGN. Positive results from a phase 2 pilot study. That news is about 30 seconds old. DRIO. Nothing there. OMQS awarded follow-on purchase order for its AI-based machine vision solution. OMQS. AISP announces $2.3 million sole source contract award with the Department of Justice. AISP. APLM. APLM announces approval of their product in China as the first in-class treatment for gliomas with MET fusion gene, whatever the heck that means. Let's see what else. TAOP. TAOP announces 59% surge in revenue for full year 2023. Expects growth to continue in 2024. That's on TAOP. RTX portfolio, first quarter revenues. I'm only reading off the ones that I think the price could move on the news. Those are the only ones I'm reading out loud. The rest of them, I just glance over them. I see that they're fluff, and I just click off of them and keep moving. Lucy, Lucy, Innovative Eyewear partners with New Look Vision Group to provide smart eyewear in Canada. Now, the price fell down on that news, and it's only about 6,000 shares. LRHC. Nothing there. Viru, MIX. Clicking through them as quickly as I can. Cap Vegas. Experience. OWLT. Fourth quarter. Conference call. GDRX. Class action lawsuit. Wow. Lot of press releases right at 8:30. Holy mackerel. That took me a little while to get through those. And they're still popping up here. VTGN, again, results, positive results on a phase 2 study. Not a lot of volume there, but when the volume picks up, it could run pretty nice. Typically, based on my experience, positive results across the board on a phase 2 or a phase 3 drug usually pushes the price up. Usually. Not always, but most of the time the price will go up. Not always, but most of the time. Okay, so SPCB, nothing there. PCSA on news, that's nothing. POW. OPTN. Still trying to push up on its news. OMQS. Jury's still out on that one. All right, I don't see anything that had news on it. Other than OPTN, that's really doing a whole lot. CYCC, firmly below $2. HYLN and HYLN and Biotech partner to provide substantial power with hydrogen hubs and the Carno generator. And that's not generating any interest. NTYK, NTWK, excuse me, nothing there. All right. So we really got nothing at the 8:30 press releases. I appreciate you guys sticking around to see those 8:30 press releases. I wish we could have given you something really huge on those. We did get one with a positive phase 2 clinical trial, but hasn't panned out yet. But I wouldn't take your eyes off of that one. What was the other one? OMQS. That was another one that might have ran here. OPTN on news. OMQS is not, the market is not liking that one. Holy cow. All right. Well, you guys have a great morning on TikTok. Really, really appreciate you guys. And if you'd like to join us, I'm going to leave YouTube on this morning. So if you'd like to join us, pop over to YouTube and watch for another hour or so on YouTube, if you'd like to. Until then, you guys have a great morning, and I'll see you guys. I'll be back on TikTok at 9:15 this morning. So yeah, a little over a half an hour. We'll be back on again. So I'll see you guys at 9:15. All right. Terry. Good morning. I know if I try to pronounce your name, I'm going to murder it. Chira or Chera? How close did I get? But good morning. Good morning. Yes, Terry, I hear what you're saying. I hear you. And it won't be every day. OPTN on the news. Ripping. How many of you took OPTN? I'm going to guess that maybe I'm wrong, but I'm going to guess that maybe some of you that did get into OPTN have already sold. Am I wrong? Anybody still holding that? The news, not that. It's going up on financials. Can't argue with that price movement, though. Terry's in at 127. Nice. You're in the money then. Fernando, 115 to 131. Nice trade, Fernando. Definitely a nice trade. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. OPTN. What did we just hit here? 142. What else? Let's go back to volume. SPCB. A-I-R-E. Robert, I am so happy. I can't tell you how happy that makes me for me to hear you say that. You are on the right track, my friend. I like that mentality. I like that mindset. Nothing has moved me yet to inspire me to want to jump into it. That is disciplined trading. That's disciplined trading. And I'm so happy, so thrilled that you're getting that mindset and saying, if nothing moves me, nothing inspires me, I don't see any news that's just makes me want to jump, then I'm just going to stay out and watch. Oh, too funny. Robert said he learned to be more cautious, and he's green this month. So right there you go. That's a life lesson right there. Oh, gosh. They're telling me on YouTube that I have fake teeth. Oh. I used to get, when I was out playing, when I was out touring, playing music, there was two questions. Well, there was three questions, but two of them were prominent. I used to get asked all the time. People would stop me when we would take breaks or during meet and greets. The two questions I would get asked all the time. Number one was, do you have hair under that hat? Because I wore a cowboy hat all the time when I was touring. And they would always ask me, the ladies would always ask, do you have hair under that? Because they always thought I was bald, that's why, or losing my hair really bad, and that's why I wore the hat. So I always got asked if I had hair under the hat, and I always got asked if my teeth were real. Are those your teeth? Always. The third question was, are you married? That was always, those three questions, always. Oh my God, it was so funny. Oh. That's the Monster I drink. But yes, my teeth are real. It's called toothbrush. It's called a toothbrush. OPTN on a good uptrend. Yep. I don't know. Kind of looks like that might push a little bit when the market opens. I don't know. We're definitely going to have to keep an eye on it. India. I am in Florida. Florida. Vic, no, I didn't see that. Vic just posted on here, was wondering if I saw the news that the New York Stock Exchange is considering to be open 24 hours for stock trading. Anybody else read that news? I didn't see that. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you guys for subscribing to our YouTube channel. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. It's only a toothbrush in Indiana. Everywhere else, it's a teeth brush. Yeah, that would be something. Good Lord. Does that mean I'm going to have to go live 24 hours a day? Oh, man. Could you imagine the crazy trading going on at 12:30 at night? Yeah, it could be that crypto is pushing that need for 24-hour trading. I don't know. What was your question? Smixy Goat, what was your question? Let me answer my question, please. Let me scroll back and find your question. That's true. What your thoughts are possible to make? Oh, that question is not going to get answered and doesn't have a place on the channel, my friend. Unfortunately. No racist in here, please. Yeah, that really would eliminate. That really would eliminate pre-market trading. There wouldn't be a pre-market. There wouldn't be an after hours. Although, honestly, Wall Street, even though the markets would be open 24 hours, Wall Street is still only going to do 9:30 to 4. Let's face it. The guys on Wall Street are only going to do that from 9:30 to 4. That's not going to change. So the market will be officially open from 9:30 to 4 as always. It's just going to be no distinction between after hours and pre-market. It'll be all one big conglomerated mess. So what's the stream about? Scooter Skater, we are talking about stocks in pre-market. We are a trading community, stock trading community, and we find stocks in pre-market. And we go live at 6:45 on our website. And our live stream is about finding press releases in the market, calling them out to the group so that our community can go look at that stock and potentially buy into it as soon as the news comes out. Like within the first minute that the news comes out, we know about it. We're looking at it, making a decision whether or not we want to get into it or not. And we do that from 6:45 in the morning until about 9:40 in the morning. So almost 3 hours long of calling out stocks. Now we're only on YouTube for a very short amount of time usually. We're only on YouTube for about a half an hour, maybe 45 minutes at the most. This morning we're going a little bit longer, but usually we're only on YouTube for about a half an hour doing that. So if you want to catch that full 3 hours, you have to go to the website. All right, so let's go back to the ones that we know are running. I've got it sorted by volume here. Let me look at, see if we had any more news. GXAI expands their advisory board. Nothing there. OWLT. Nothing there. USAU closes $4.9 million brokered registered direct offering. Nothing there. Okay. Sort by volume again. Let's look at the ones that we're running. SPCB, nothing to look at there. AIRE going sideways at $1.70. That's good. ILAG still coming down. PCSA trying desperately to curl back up. At least it's back up over 2. BRFE at 215. OPTN still holding above $1.30. That's good news. OMQS, that was from a press release earlier. Looks like it's trying to curl up. NCI going sideways. Huge, nothing. CDTX stuck at 14. That's about it. Not a lot else is moving. As OP hit a wall, it needs to break. OPTN. OPTN. Let's take a look at OPTN. OPTN, if we pull back on the monthly chart, the wall is at the resistance, I should say, 149. Based on the monthly chart, the first area of resistance was 140, Scott. So it needs to break through 140. That's the first spot that it has trouble at. After that, it has to get through about 149. And I'm going to say 150 just to make it a round number. So we've got to get through 140 as a first area where we're going to have trouble going up. If we can break through that, then we have the same problem again at 150. If it breaks the 150, it's not going to have much trouble until it hits $2. It's going to gap up. So we'll take it one step at a time. Let's get through 140. If we get through 140, we set our sights on 150. And maybe those are the places where you want to sell. If you think 140, it's going to have trouble, I'll just sell it at 140 and be done with it. If it breaks through 140, you think, well, 150, it's going to have trouble. So I'll just sell if it hits 150. If it breaks through that, however, it could gap up to $2. So it's all dependent on volume. Volume is king. It takes the volume. Without volume, it's not going to break either of those areas. We can hope and hope and hope for it to break 140, break 150, and take a shot at $2. But if there's no volume, it's not going to happen. Volume and news. Always remember that. Volume and news are king. You got a stock that's got a great piece of news and it's got the volume behind it, the sky's the limit. That's a twofer. If you can get that combination of a good press release and good volume behind it, it can go nuts. Octar Gamer, thank you very much for subscribing. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Add APDN. New float 744,000. APDN. PDN. Is that ticker right? Applied DNA Sciences. All right. Gotcha. All right. Good morning. Enderman Boy 400. Good morning. It's almost 9 o'clock. We got about 30 seconds here. Let's see what we get at our 9 o'clock press releases. Oh, took a swig of Monster for good luck. Fingers crossed we get a beauty. I always say we only need one. We only need one. One good one will make us smile all day long. Yes, Rick, one for split today. They're going to have a new float of 744,000. SGBX. SGBX announces has entered into an agreement to produce 4 modular electrical distribution centers as part of a multi-unit order for a client serving the big box retailer market. SGBX. Price going up on that news. SGBX. Let's see what else we got. QMCO, nothing. Nothing. Announces Q1 results. Nothing. POCI, Precision Optics, announces receipt of a $1.26 million follow-on production order from large defense company. So POCI got a $1.26 million add-on order from a large defense company. Not a huge order. In the defense industry, $1.26 million is nothing. That won't even buy you the nose cone of a missile. So that's not a big order. And there's no volume on that stock right now. TPN. Nothing in there. PCSA moving. We've had 132 press releases. Cody, my son just subscribed to you, Jeff. Likes learning stocks, and I'm a PAC member, so he hears you a lot in the morning. Awesome. Tell your son I said hello and welcome. Always kind of fun to make it a family thing. I honestly, and I'm going to say this truthfully, I wish that when my kids were 12, 13, 14, 15 years old, I would have had online trading like we have right now. I wish that would have been available to me when they were in those formidable teenage years. I would have loved to made it a family thing, to do it together with my boys when they were younger. That would have been awesome. I wish it had been available. I mean, how much fun would that be to have, you know, you have an account, your kid has an account, your wife has an account, or your husband, and you all do it together. And you're all sitting there, talking to each other about stocks and calling out stuff to each other and cheering each other on when you have a win and supporting each other when somebody has a loss. I mean, it can be addicting to start with, but what a great family activity, to get everybody involved in it. It's awesome. Especially when uh, everybody has a goal, you know, everybody sets a goal. Like we're all going to earn money for our next family vacation. The husband and the wife are trying to figure out, let's make some money. We're going to make money for vacation. The kid's saying, all the money I make, I'm going to take with me and I'm going to use my money on my vacation. Um, it's a good learning lesson for young people. Financial responsibility. SGBX, look at her go. SGBX. You remember this one? Safe and Green Holdings has entered into an agreement to produce 4 modular electric distribution centers as part of a multi-order for a client serving the big box retail market. You remember me reading that off. It's just gone from 14 cents to 28 cents. 100% runner on that news. 100% run. Yeah, Vic, I can remember when I was in school. I don't remember what grade it was, but I remember us having to do checkbooks in class. Learn how to balance a checkbook. I don't remember what class it was. If it was civics, or I don't remember what class it was, but we had to learn how to balance a checkbook, which is kind of antiquated now, I guess. But yeah, we learned about stuff like that. They don't really teach that stuff anymore. SPCB, let's see what that's doing. Nothing, air, stuck, ILAG coming down. PCSA. PCSA still curling up. BRFH. Falling, falling, falling. You know what to do with when they're falling. You know what to do. SGBX still climbing now at 29 cents. Oh, yes, we're up 96%. Isn't that wonderful? 96%. One room schoolhouse, yeah. My parents went to a one-room schoolhouse when they were little. Where I'm from in Indiana, the Amish go to a one-room schoolhouse still. And they only go to school till 8th grade. And after 8th grade, it's out in the fields. They don't do school anymore. They get their butts out in the field and in the barn and work. I'm not sure there's a whole lot wrong with that. Are you Amish? No, unfortunately. I don't have the beard for it. And I have a lack of desire to have a house with no running water, no plumbing, no flush toilets, no electricity. Although during an apocalypse, those folks are going to be sitting right. We could lose power, water, everything. Grocery stores. We could lose it all. And the Amish are still going to be thriving. Cool lights back there. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Me. That is our Wolfpack sign. I don't know if I can turn that just enough you can see it. It's kind of backwards right now. I haven't figured out how to reverse the screen on YouTube. But it says the Wolf Den. And I know it's backwards, but I can't flip it on the screen. It's correct on YouTube. Oh, okay. I wonder why it's backwards for me. That's weird. Everett, good morning. It's not backwards. Okay, well. The pizza box curtains. Okay, it is normal for you? Okay. It's backwards for me. I'm looking at my phone right now, and I'm looking at the screen, and it's backwards on my screen. But evidently, it's not backwards for you. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. And you can see my Amish hat sitting right on the chair there, right? I'll bet the Amish didn't lose on BRFH today. I'll bet they didn't either. Oh my. SGBX. It flips for us. Okay. Well, cool. Yeah, this is my office. I just built this office a few months ago. Myself. Yes, myself. Flooring, drywall, electrical, everything. So anyway, let's get back to what's moving here. SGBX now pushing back. Let's get it to pop past 30. Mr. Me, what are you doing, by the way? Well, I am trading stocks, or trying to. We are a community of traders. There's over 1,000 of us currently. I don't have the exact number, but I know it's over 1,000. And we all work together. We all work together and we find stocks that are running in pre-market, and we share those with each other on our message thread, which is on the website. So if you're into stock trading, online stock trading, and you like the idea of catching stocks that have news on them, press releases, and you like to catch that like the second the news comes out, then this would be a good place. But you have to be on the website to get the vast majority. And normally we're only on YouTube for about a half an hour or 45 minutes. That's about it. But we're on the website for 3 hours. Let me go back here to TikTok. Let's see. Oh, hush. I got to tell you, I hate bro country. I know that's just a personal opinion, but I hate bro country. Oh my God. And I used to play country music for a living, and I can't stand the stuff that's out right now. My heart is just not in it. Give me some old Haggard, Hank Jr., any day of the week. George Jones, some George Strait. Oh, okay. Thank you, Jake. I'll have to take a look at that. That's so annoying. As soon as I turn it on, it wants to play whatever. Yes, Waylon, you betcha. Some old Johnny Cash. Alan Jackson. Clint Black. Travis Tritt. I miss those days. I miss those days awful. Kingston, thank you very much. Well, it's been a rather slow morning, but we've had a few pockets of positivity, if you will. Let's start off with SPCB. That one popped up pretty nice for us. AIRE still running up nice. That was a grab in after hours market yesterday. Still holding on to that one. SGBX coming down now, but boy, what a climb that one had from 14 cents up to 29 cents. That was over 100% runner for us this morning. Wolfpack on fire there. Let's take a look at Acon News. Acon, ACON. Their drug solution to play a key role in groundbreaking LifeHab trial evaluating the diagnosis and treatment of chronic low back pain. So take a look at Acon. GRI, nothing there. clicking through these press releases for you as quickly as I can. Nothing, nothing, nothing. DSX, nothing. PSCA. Remember that one? PCSA. If you'll remember, that one popped up really, really nice for us this morning. That was, gosh, where was that a grab at? That was about $1.77. That one ran from about $1.77 all the way up to $2.53. Another nice Wolfpack grab in the morning. And now it's pushing back up again. It's back up to $2.32. VRFH going sideways at 175. OPTN another beautiful one this morning from $1.03 to $1.46. So yeah, the Wolfpack has caught some and found some really great stocks this morning that have run really, really well. It's just we haven't found that, gosh, that one stock, CZOO. Take a look at that one. Another great stock. I hope you guys are paying attention to the feeds. CZOO, CZOO. It's actually Kazoo Group. CZOO. Not a bad little push up here this morning. From $11.27 to $12.84. Not bad. It's up about 13%. Not bad. POAI. POAI. Looks like that one just popped up for no reason. No volume on it, but it did pop up a little bit. So we haven't had any of that kind of news that we absolutely love to have. Those really, really nice ones that we just know are going to do some amazing, amazing things. But we have had some nice runners. We've had some 80% runners, 100% runners this morning. So the Wolfpack has found several of them. Whether you got into them or not, that's another question. But at least the information was out there for you to get them. Which one is that on, Robert? What's the ticker symbol? Hollywood, I am definitely not a fan. Definitely not a fan. POAI, gotcha. Thank you very much. Collaboration with Fujifilm. POAI. POAI. Collaboration with Fujifilm and Predictive Oncology collaborate together to reduce protein interference in bacterial endotoxin detection testing of biopharmaceuticals. Let's see. Good morning. Yeah, it seems like fluff to me too, Robert. Doesn't seem like there's a whole lot to that. Good morning, Rob. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to everybody on TikTok. So, what do you think is going to happen with this TikTok thing? Good night from Australia. Good night. Wow. Yeah, I guess it would be pretty late there, wouldn't it? We've got a lot to watch here coming into the open of the market in about 5 minutes. Um, we have a lot to watch. Yeah, I think you're probably right. That TikTok situation is going to get drugged through the court system for years. Although, let's be realistic. If the powers that be, and when I say the powers that be, I'm talking about the people with the money and the political power, if they want TikTok gone, it's gone. Let's not kid ourselves here. That's not a conspiracy theory. That is economics 101. If the government wants it gone, and I mean really wants it gone, and the massive, massive billionaires, companies like BlackRock that control trillions of dollars of capital, companies like that get in bed with the government and they want TikTok gone, TikTok's going to be gone. I mean, I hate to say that, but that's just how it is. Yeah, they can drag it out in court, but ultimately, I don't know. I hope it doesn't go away. I hope it doesn't go away. I enjoy TikTok, and I know you guys do as well. At the very least, I would say at the very least, what's going to happen is somebody will step up and buy them out. They'll get an offer. They'll change names. They'll get around it somehow. But TikTok will always survive, I'm sure. And that's the same thing the people at MySpace said. Oh gosh. Anybody remember MySpace? Is that even still around? I haven't even. I'd have to Google that to see if that's. I remember setting up a profile on MySpace. Oh God. I had a MySpace page for my band when I was playing locally. I think every band had a MySpace page. Everybody used MySpace. God. I think they had like a dating thing on MySpace. They had places for bands. I mean, it, at the time, it was pretty dang cool. Hello, Apple. Gone fishing. Darn good. You're absolutely right. I remember when I was in the Army and my office got its first computer, and we had this brand new thing called email. And we all had to learn how to send email. And everybody was throwing fits because nobody could figure out how to do it. Oh, God. And no answering machines. That's right. We didn't have answering machines. If they didn't pick up, you didn't talk to them. All right, here we go. Let's see what we get here. SGBX up 8%, 10%. SGBX really moving quickly here. Really moving quickly. CYCC up 7%. BRFH now up 6%, 7%, 8%. CYCC up 5%. SGBX up 14%. BRFH 5%. MYNZ top line results. MYNZ. Let's see. MYNZ. It popped and then pulled back. Take a look at MYNZ just humor me and go look at it. Positive top line results from a pooled study evaluating novel mRNA biomakers and proprietary AI algorithm in integration into pivotal FDA PMA clinical trial for the next generation colorectal cancer diagnosis. It's pretty fancy talk there, but MYNZ, it just humor me and go look at it. Humor me and go look. Because I'm looking at it right now. All right. I grabbed a little bit of that at 92. MYNZ. MYNZ at 92. So we'll see how that plays out. Anybody else? Anybody else grab that at 92? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I liked it at 92. We'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, folks. Well, hopefully everybody has a beautiful trading today. I will be back on at 4 o'clock, 4 p.m. Eastern time. I'll be back on and we'll do after hours trading today. We'll do it together and see if we can find some press releases. My latest here, MYNZ at 92 cents. And we'll see how that pans out. If it starts to tank, I'll dump it. Remember, no bags. That was our New Year's resolution. If you guys remember, no bags. If it starts to drop, you get rid of it and move on. Don't hold on to these falling rock boulders that are going to hit bottom. Let them go. So I'll be back at 4 o'clock. Until then, you guys have a beautiful morning. Thank you all very much for hitting the follow button on TikTok and hitting the subscribe button on YouTube. It doesn't cost a dime to follow or to subscribe on YouTube, but it is much, much appreciated. If you'd like to join our live stream, our 3-hour live stream every morning at 6:45, go to the website. There's a link to it on my TikTok page. There's a link to it on my YouTube channel, wolfpackcommunity.com. Pop over there, subscribe to live trading, and then you can join us for these call outs. So until then, you guys have a great morning. Remember, cut your losses short, and I will see you guys at 4 o'clock.